Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is another episode of Is It Worth It? The quick review analysis video on my channel where I will look at some Sims 4 expansion packs, game packs, kits, and let you know if it's worth the money in my opinion. Again, my opinion and a good and it's basically if you've watched my gameplays or my let's plays on my channel, you'll understand how I like to play The Sims, and so this can kind of help you understand what the context is coming from. So today, we're going to look into the Sims 4 Greenhouse Haven kit. So this is for our green thumb outdoor lovers. Now, I actually, and it's a build by kit, so there's no creative sim items in this one. So as you can see, I'm thinking like, what are some items? I overall, let me not go too fast. 28 items is pretty good because I feel like the average is like 26, 25, 26. So anything over the average, we're appreciative of. Now, I think I end up liking this kit because it allows you to be kind of like an urban farmer, just because I don't often play with a lot of additional space, or I really, because I live in cities, I tend to play a lot in cities. So I don't often have like a lot of space to, build a farm and have a beautiful kind of moment like that. So I enjoy the idea of having just almost like an urban oasis kind of vibe. So this kit is really nice for that. I also hmm, I like the planters. I'm really into clutter in the game because I think it just makes everything feel so real. So like the spray bottles, the terracotta pots. I love the one with like the multiple coloring, even like the dirt pots and stuff. It all feels practical to me just because I think clutter helps your game feel a little bit more lived in. It makes the experience not feel so sterile because I think sometimes people like have a couch, a TV, a lamp. And that's fine if that's your taste for sure. But if you just want it to feel a little bit more lived in, I do use this. There's a table. I do use this table. It's almost kind of like a console table. Very nice. But overall, solid pack. Great pack. Not mad at it at all. Now, where would the grade? Where would we land on the grading scale? I guess that's grading scale. I'm a harsh critic, but I think I'm gonna give it an A minus. I'm feeling generous today. Let's bump it up to an A. It's an A. A minus. A, A, A minus. A minus. A minus. Final answer, A minus. Here's why. I really like it. I play with it. I utilize it. It's helpful in various contexts, not just a gardening context, but again, I like clutter and I think it just works well within that space. Why it didn't get that A for me is only because gardening for me in The Sims is not necessarily hard, but it's not as easy as I want it to be sometimes. Well, no, I meant that. And I think that maybe for my bougier Sims, there are times I want like an automated system or something that allows things to be a little bit easier to garden, but still allows them to feel like they're doing something. I could be being picky. I also just would love more flowers. I don't know. I don't think we got any like flowers or anything in that. I think that could have been cool if we just got flowers, but that's just me being nitpicky. Overall, I think it's a great kit. I use it a lot, especially not for any of my apartment builds, but when anytime my Sims kind of own a home and they want to get into the gardening lifestyle or just get that green thumb to flex, and this is usually a kit that I go to. So Hopefully this review was helpful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.